Today you go unicycling in the smallest low mountain range in Germany, the Zitter Mountains Nature Park. It's a scenic gem in the area near the German borders with Poland and the Czech Republic. Today it's even more beautiful than normal. You start moving and quickly realize why exploring this place at that time of the year is so special. It's autumn season and all the green leaves on the trees start to turn yellow, orange and red. Nature's play of colors will enchant you today while discovering this charming highland area. You're starting the trip at a viewpoint from where you have a wide, amazing view of the Zitter Mountains and also the mountains of Poland and the Czech Republic in the background. Your goal today is reaching the village Ireen, with its castle on top of the mountain. To get there, you follow a road that crosses the forest and enjoy the wonderful play of colors of nature. It is truly a wonderful day. The bright sun turns nature gold and yellow. It's still in the morning, and apart from the occasional passing car, it's just you and your unicycle in the middle of the forest. Every now and then the forest clears up, giving you a different view of the surrounding mountains. As it's still in the morning, the air is still chilly, but the sun's rays warm you up. The movement keeps you warm, and the golden glow of nature warms your heart. After a while, you start to see other nature lovers and people who like to move. Some of the hikers are setting off to explore the mountains. Here in the area, there are many beautiful walks through the forests to the mountains, promising wonderful views. There are unique rock formations to admire and villages to discover that have a very special charm. And since walking over hill and dale is not a good idea for the unicycle, you decide to follow the road to discover one of these charming villages. Normally, you're always happy when you realize you're going downhill, except when you're riding a unicycle. Because whereas on a bike you can just let it roll and brake if it goes too fast, on a unicycle you have to brake with your muscles. And that is just as exhausting as going uphill. A 17-degree drop is actually quite a challenge. But you're happy to accept it because that's what you came here to do, to challenge yourself and grow. You've successfully left the steep mountain behind you and now catch sight of something red. And it's not the red colored leaves. To your right, a view of a very special rock formation opens up, the so-called goblet stones. They are made of a special type of sandstone and got their unique mushroom shape from the effect of wind abrasion and erosion on the different hard sandstone layers. The formation is certainly impressive, but what impresses you even more is the unique appearance and a color that fits so perfectly into the picture of the colorful trees. After following the road that winds through the forest, the first houses appear. It seems that you are slowly approaching the village that you wanted to explore. It is pretty quiet here, you realize. Most of the inhabitants are probably at work. You look at the different houses and gardens and follow the road that goes downhill, which you are not thrilled about, but after the steep road in the forest, nothing can upset you. You are warmed up, ready to challenge your body and explore this great place. While most trees are just beginning to transform into these magnificent colorful wonders, the tree right in front of you is already inspiring you with its colorful side. You walk forward, tilt your head slightly back, and just let the colors take effect on you. You're still thinking about the colorful trees when you suddenly discover something behind the houses. You recognize a fortress on a hill. That must be the castle of Ireen, for which the town is famous, you think. Indeed, the ruins of an old castle and a monastery are enthroned on the mighty rock massif, the mountain of Ireen. You made it and arrived in the village. But you are far from tired and excited to explore the place even more. The fortress is still in your field of vision, but first you turn your attention to the village here in the valley. It's really just a small village, and you head towards the village center, following the path through the park. The park turns out to be a little jewel. You've already fallen in love with the place and can't get enough of the colorful leaves, but now this mix of autumn colors and the pond in which the trees are reflected fills you with energy and motivation. It creates a very special magic, as difficult to describe as the magic of movement. At first it's hard to get started, but once you're in motion you can't stop. You circle the pond once almost completely, simply because this sight makes you so happy, before you continue your search for the village center. This must be it, you whisper to yourself. So cute. A lovely church at the foot of the mountain and beautiful upper elevation houses for which the region is famous. You feel like you're in a fairy tale. These old wooden houses and the fortress on the mountain truly give you the impression of being in the middle of an old fairy tale movie. As you follow the road, which seems to be the first one that doesn't go downhill, you either look at each house individually or admire the rocks that appear behind the houses. To keep it sporty and challenging, there are cobblestones now, you realize with a smile. This place just knows that I'm looking for a challenge you love. The cobblestones make it much harder to move around, but as before, you accept the challenge and will grow from it. You're approaching the end of the road and also the end of the village center. You're considering whether to end your tour here, but you realize that you're not too exhausted yet. After more or less only going downhill, you're now unusually motivated to ride up a hill. But that's good. From the hill you could enjoy a completely different perspective of the fortress. This is the plan. Going up to the viewpoint, which is your goal, and to get there, you use your remaining energy. Now that you really have to conquer that little hill, you wonder why you were so motivated to go uphill. Because it's pretty exhausting, especially at the end of the session, but you're not going to turn back now. You're way too excited about the view that awaits you, and as you look to your right, you quickly realize that it will not disappoint you at all. It's already worth it. The higher you get, the better the view. You can already see your destination. Just a little further so that the trees no longer block the view, and then you've made it and can enjoy the well-deserved view. You've made it. I'm impressed. That's moments we move for.